Hello everyone. In the last video, we have discussed new product pricing strategies and product mix pricing strategies. Coming to the next strategy, that is price adjustment. Price adjustment strategies are those strategies which are used by business organizations to adjust or correct their basic prices because of differences in customer choices, market developments, and changing situations. These strategies usually change as a product goes through its life cycle. There are 7 price adjustment strategies. The first one in this is discount and allowance pricing. It is common in large businesses, especially in business to business. Most companies adjust their basic price to reward customers for certain responses such as the early payment of bills, volume purchases, and season of buying. Discounts can be granted as a cash discount, a price reduction to buyers who pay their bills promptly. Also, a quantity discount can be given, which is a price reduction to buyers who buy large volumes. And third form of discount is price reduction to buyers who buy merchandise or services out of season. Allowances refer to another type of reduction from the list price. For instance, trade-in allowances are price reductions given for turning in an old item when buying a new one. Especially in the car industry, trade-in allowances are very common. When you buy a new four-wheeler or a two-wheeler and giving your old car or bike to the dealer, then you always get some allowance for this exchange. The next pricing strategy is the segmented pricing. In segmented pricing, the company sells a product or service at different prices, which means that different customers pay different prices for the same product or service. For example, museums and theaters charge a lower ticket price for students and senior citizens. Another example is of state universities. They charge higher tuition fees from foreign students. Firms charge different price by the season, month, and the day, or even by hour. This is commonly done in hotel business. Air tickets, train tickets are available at different pricing according to economy or business class or coach. Senior citizens pay half the regular ticket price on railways. And different colors of smartphones, bikes, cars are priced differently according to differences in demand, not cost. One of the key factors to segmented pricing is that segmented prices should reflect real differences in customers' perceived value. The third type of price adjustment strategy is the psychological pricing. The purpose of psychological pricing is to create a special appeal for consumers. When customers can determine the quality of a product by investigating it or drawing on previous experience, they use price less to judge quality, where the price says something about the product. Many consumers use price to judge quality. A 1000 rupees bottle of perfume may contain only rupees 100 worth of scent. But people will be willing to pay 1000 rupees because the high price indicates that the product is something special. In fact, for most purchases, consumers simply do not have all the skill or information they need to judge whether they are paying a good price and getting value for their money in return or not. Therefore, psychological pricing can be the most powerful strategy out of all the 7 price adjustment strategies. The fourth is the promotional pricing. Retailers use promotional pricing to temporarily reduce the list price of their products, sometimes even below the cost, in an effort to increase consumer demand and a sense of urgency. Several products are sold at a loss at supermarkets and departmental stores to draw customers in the store with the intention that they will purchase other items at regular markups. Under this strategy, a business uses complementary pricing. Loss leader strategy, where a well-known brand price will be reduced in order to increase demand or traffic at the store. There are pricing for special events as well, like New Year, Diwali, Christmas, Independence Day. Sellers set special prices in order to attract customers. Cash refunds or rebates are also given to clear inventories without lowering the stated list price. Even low interest financing is also provided rather than lowering the prices. And businesses can increase sales by including a free or low cost warranty or service contract. All these examples come under promotional pricing. The fifth is the geographical pricing. In this geographical pricing, the company sets prices for customers located in different parts of the country or the world. A company may use a global pricing strategy where it charges a premium in one market, a penetration price in another, and a discounted price in third. It includes three types of pricing. The first one is the free on board origin pricing, that is also referred to as FOB. In this strategy, goods are placed free on board a courier. The customer pays the transportation cost from the factory to the destination. Some customers consider it a fair way to calculate freight expenses since each customer pays his own cost. However, it can be costly for customers who are far away, which is a disadvantage. For example, if a retailer in India buys laptops from seller in US, he has to pay for the transport cost from the seller's warehouse to the port, cost of loading goods onto a ship, and all transport costs from the shipping port to his warehouse or the store. The second in this is uniform delivered pricing. This pricing method is the inverse of free on board pricing. Under this, regardless of customer's location, a business charges the same amount for all customers plus freight fee. The freight fee is determined by the average freight rate. The benefits of uniform delivered pricing include the fact that it is relatively simple to implement and allows business to advertise their prices nationally. If you mail a letter across town, the postage is same as when you mail a letter to a different state. The third in geographical pricing is the zone pricing. Zone price lies between free on board origin price and a uniform delivered price. Under this, a business creates multiple zones with a consistent price for all the customers in each zone. The farther the zone, the higher the cost. As an example, let's imagine an office furniture manufacturer in Mexico ships its product into the US. It might divide its customers into different zones and charge them accordingly. Therefore, a customer in Texas probably pay less than one in England. Another example can be of oil companies charging gas stations owners different prices for the same gasoline depending on where their stations are located. The sixth is the dynamic pricing. Adjusting pricing continuously according to customer needs and situation on a day-by-day or even hour-by-hour basis, and taking many variables into account, such as current demand, inventories, and costs. The example include crude oil prices at gas stations, gold prices, airlines prices. They price differently if you book your ticket 1 month earlier in comparison to if you book 1 or 2 days before. The prices are double for the same destination. Same with the Indian Railways. You may need to obtain a ticket urgently or in a day or two before the scheduled travel date. The ticket booked on these days is known as a Tatkal ticket, and booking require an additional fee. Even in theatres, movie tickets on weekends are more costly than on weekdays. Dynamic pricing is one of the price adjustment strategies that has developed rapidly in recent years and is commonly adopted by many companies to earn extra profit depending on the situation and time in which the customer is purchasing the goods or services. The seventh in this is international pricing. Companies that market their products internationally must decide what prices to charge in different countries in which they operate. The price that a company charges in a particular country depends on various factors like economic conditions, supply and demand, competitive situations, laws and regulations, exchange rate, market share, tariff and distribution cost, even the culture of that country, the environmental concerns, the firm's image in that country, and the development of the wholesaling and retailing system of that country. In addition, consumer perceptions and preferences may vary from country to country, calling for differences in prices. Also, the company might have different marketing objectives in different markets, which require changes in pricing strategy. Samsung, Sony, Apple, and many MNCs operate in multiple countries. They take their international pricing decisions keeping in consideration all the above mentioned factors. In addition to this, there is one more pricing strategy, that is manufacturer suggested retail price (MSRP). The idea behind this pricing strategy is to standardize the prices of products sold across multiple locations, and it is often used for mass products like consumer electronics or household appliances. This approach can also be referred to as cost-based pricing since it takes into account the cost of manufacturing the product. A profit margin for both the manufacturer and the retailer as well the prices of similar products. Generally, the manufacturer provides the products to the retailer at roughly half the MSRP, enabling the retailer to turn a profit into the sale. Everyday low pricing, that is EDLP. The retailer sells its goods and services at constantly low prices throughout the selling season. For example, IKEA, Walmart, they are successfully using EDLP, that is everyday low pricing strategy, to attract potential customers. The last one is the yield management pricing. This is the computerized demand-based variable pricing technique where a retailer determines the combination of prices that yields the maximum total revenue for a given period of time. For example, movie theaters, hotels, they use this pricing strategy since they have to sell maximum tickets and book maximum rooms respectively at the full fare at a given time and discount only if booking is not done for a particular period in a day. This is all from my side on pricing strategies in retail. Thank you.